Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our bold analysis. For better part of yesterday, the 22nd of July, I was not around. Yes, I spent time in Kenyatta. There was one of our subscribers known as Sarah who has been sick. She was diagnosed by blood cancer, and she just texted me here that she wanted to see me. So beyond politics, we're also human beings. So I reached out and I went to Kenyatta Hospital. So guys, she's been locked there because she underwent through the chemo and all the sessions. The budget has hit around 1.3 million. And like if you can see, I'll share with you a photo of me when I was there, and she needed some support. So I'll share with us how you can support her in her collection pay bill, so we can stand with one of our own. That's why I was not in a position to do any video, because I came back home late. If this election is to be credible, free and fair, then the commission must accept, Wafula Chebukati must accept, that its independence mandate is still dependable on the other government agencies. And today I want to address this issue about Georgia, Komako Grogia, the Venezuelan national who was arrested at the JKA. This incident happened on Thursday, and I have been following the way it has been handled because, as I said, I was not around. But I've followed keenly on the way politicians have came into action, and how the commission has carried itself, and how the government has handled it. But I think there is need to separate issues from politics, because when we do that, we are going to get to answer the real question. And I want to try to, as much as possible, to be very objective in this question, in this topic. Kindly subscribe, sit somewhere, relax, and let's get to brainstorm together. So this is going to be one bit by bit, step by step, so that we get to understand what exactly is happening, and it will make us to make a sound judgment on what exactly played out and what is the interpretation of that in the election system. On Thursday, that was the 21st, a Venezuelan national arrived at JKA, Komako Grogia, and the security agencies that are doing, I think, bit of the customs teams that are doing shake-ups, flagged him over materials he was carrying in his bag that were allegedly election materials. So when he was set aside, the officials at JKA contacted the commission, and I want us to get to understand, because I've really tried to take my time to do a lot of ask some more questions to people and just try to gather a lot. When Wafula Chebukati team were called, they did not go to the JKA first. They contacted two people that from Venezuela that were already in the country. And I want us to get it. So these two fellas also went to the airport to check on the whereabouts of one of them who was detained there, who has already been locked there. Now when they went there, of course we understand that were also enjoined and they were also arrested. So let's get it. It was only one man who was initially arrested. Then the other two went to the airport. Do you know, commission did a tweet before going to the airport, and of course it was just a fact check tweet, because due to information pilferage, it had come out that maybe some ballot papers were done there, were stuck there. So Commission did this tweet and said, information circulating that government security agencies at JKA have detained ballot papers allegedly imported to the country outside the indicated schedule of election materials is fake. The correct position is that in the morning, the Commission received stickers to aid labeling and distribution of election materials. JKA security agencies, in their normal procedure, were trying to validate the stickers with the Commission. IEBC is committed towards delivering transparent, fair, and credible election. Now, that was a Twitter thread. In this Twitter thread, IEBC was confirming that what was detained at the airport was stickers, and allegedly stickers, the officials that were the three fellas that were arrested there were from Venezuela. Now, they are Venezuelan nationals that are working for Smartmatic company, which was the company that was awarded the tender. The tender was retained because I think they were given that tender in 2017 to provide the KIMS kit in this election. So, probably apart from the KIMS kit, they were supposed to provide labels for the KIMS kits. Huh? Of course, when it comes to labeling, and one thing I wanted to know is the stickers that they were carrying, were they carrying IEBC? Were they IEBC branded or mostly Smartmatic branded? They were IEBC. So someone might still argue that those stickers were supposed to be printed by the other company, the Greece company that was given the ballot printing tender. But that really became a question. Now, when after that, there was another, and I want us to get there first before we do the question bit. In the evening, that was some hours later, there was another press release that was released by Andrew Limo, who is the head of communications at IEBC. This was the arbitrary arrest and harassment of IEBC officials, technology. Then, according to that press briefing, there was a feeling that one, the guys were arrested, their phones confiscated, they were asked their passwords, and they were, I don't know, they asked just about a lot of questions and the things that they were having. After that, the police, through Shioso, head of police, National Police Service, communicated that they had released the fellas and they were given back their phones. They were giving back their phones and everything, but of course the password has been there. The password was taken. Now, Wafula Chebukati was actually denying until yesterday, and I just want to take this excerpt. This is from the Commission. Other than the person who had been arrested at the airport, the security officers arrested two other personnel who had been working for the Commission and had gone to check on their colleague. This is the person I was telling you that the two had just gone to the airport by that time. Huh? Now, whereas the impression created by press releases that personnel have been released, their release was conditional as they have to appear before OCS Anti-Terrorism Police Unit on 26 July, which inevitably affects the performance of their duties. The National Police Service informed the public stickers had been released to the Commission, yet the said stickers have in fact been confiscated and retained by the OCS Anti-Terror Police Unit. Of course, the next phase of that saga was contradicting statements between Commission and the police. But political parties also came into action. And while Azimio la Umoja spoke in their rallies, I think I saw Kalonzo Musyoka speaking in Kitengela about it, saying that the Commission needed to be very clear, and it seems there is a rigging path. Kenya Kwanza called a press briefing that was addressed by Musalia Mudavadi, and I want you to listen to the statements of Musalia Mudavadi, because there is something that I want us to point out from the way they approached it. You've seen the way Commission have addressed. I've talked about the police. Now I want you to listen to Musalia Mudavadi.
This dastardly arrest of election personnel reminds us of the tragic disappearance and macabre killing of another election official. Mr. Chris Musando, 5 years ago, almost to the very day, we all recall that Mr. Musando was the head of ICT at IEBC in 2017. We recall how only a few days to the elections, he was found dead in the bush on the outskirts of Nairobi.
Guys, when you listen to the voice of Musalia Mudavadi, and that is the position of Kenya Kwanza, it sounds like a diversionary statement. It sounds like a statement that is, according to me, is diverting the attention on the matter to a political prosecution narrative. There seems to be bringing in that it is about state prosecution, or rather it's about state interference. Well, that can be allowed because that is the convenience of the political parties, but it's a bit diversionary. Number two, injecting Chris Musando's incident in that is supposed just to wipe emotions, and the emotional attachment to this story is targeted as diverting the attention. It is at that moment that I want us to face the real question. Number one, two nationals were already in the country, and one of them came from, is Venezuelan, he's from Venezuela, but he came from UK, London. Sasa, let's just ask ourselves a simple question. Two stickers that are supposed to be put in BVR kits are in the polling station. So we have over 46,000 polling stations. That means that these stickers was supposed to be 46,000. What is the logic of a company giving 46,000 stickers to come 18 days to general election kama ni kuwekwa kwa BVR kits? Why is it that before, because the issue of the kits I think had been done, why is it that they were not brought in by just logistics? How would you give one person a bebe, akuje, alete? It's just like, yani ni kama mtu tu amepewa. That is number one. Number two is this, so yes, it is for branding. The stickers are for branding. Utaweka nyuma hapo, itaonekana IEBC commission. Maybe it's also a possibility that was an extra service in the Smartmatic company was providing to the commission. So I don't want to debunk the fact that maybe that is not one of their roles, even though the truth is, if you look their website, printing of that is not one of their roles. The commission Wafula Chebukati, instead of taking Kenyans through a circus, should answer the question. I see the stickers thing, alileta stickers, as a very shallow argument. If this gentleman was coming to Kenya, if that company wanted to bring stickers, honestly, to say the truth, it did not need a personality. It did not need a person to come. Wangeweka ikuje. What is the role of this gentleman in the BVR kits? That is the question. I think we've been taken through a lot of circus. Musando, Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila. Let's just be told the question. Simple. He came from Venezuela. Alikuja na stickers. There are the two other nationals are in Kenya. So there are three. Question is this. Tell us, what are these three gentlemen? What is that special operation, special project they are doing with the BVR kits? And we just get to understand. Because as we talk now, the kits are at, I am not sure, but this is what I see. The kits are at the regional warehouses of the commission. Commission has different warehouses. So, of course, kits are in a centralized place. 46,000 kits Kama ni kuweka stickers, that is a clerical job. That's not a job that someone will come from Venezuela and come and do. What is their role? Let it not be sugar-coated like election infrastructure, the what are they doing with the kids? That's what Kenyans, that's the answer. That's the answer that people just need. Commission should just come today and say the nationals, the foreigners that were arrested were coming to do X, Y, Z. For me, that will be a very good answer. Then, let's just face it this. This is what I see. The commission must audit and government must audit the contractors and subcontractors of the IEBC, because there is a conspiracy theory that is emerging between the contractors and the private firms. The fellas that were arrested at the airport were saying that they're actually from Panama and they are subcontracting with another company in Kenya. Which are these subcontractors? I think everything needs to be laid to book. If someone is doing something for IEBC within the borders, I think it should be known, because there seems to be a lot of opaqueness on the digital operations at the IEBC. There is a lot of things that are shrouded in digital passwords. They're protected by big words like passwords, but by words like infrastructure. But that infrastructure need to be audited, because there is a lot of opaqueness in it, and that perhaps confirms why Raila Odinga team are insisting on the manual register. That confirms that Raila's fear on election malpractice can only be secured or insured by the manual register. And I think the commission should be very keen, cognizant of the fact that Kenyans are very vigilant. Kenyans are very keen on what exactly is happening. So the commission must carry themselves with transparency. Let them communicate everything. There is a narrative that commission is independent. So if this stuff were coming, hakungekuwa na order of security. My question is this: when these stickers arrive, yes, they're genuine for IEBC. Where are they supposed to be taken? Are they not supposed to be taken to the warehouse, or they're supposed to be taken to Chebukati's desktop office? I think they should be taken to the warehouse, if indeed that is it. So on that matter, there should be some trace and tracking on what exactly is happening. Lastly, my question is this: why is that Smartmatic company not issuing any statement on the issue? I checked their Facebook, I checked their Twitter, I checked their website. They have not said anything. Why are they silent on the matter? That is a question that you need to, because again, they need to come, because this is something that is touching on the security of the election. Ladies and gentlemen, that was my bold look and this, and kindly thank you very much. In my next analysis, I will going to share, and also in the community, how we can support Sarah, who is one of our subscribers. She's sick, and now you can just reach out to her. Her number is 0716 357 360. 0716 357 360. She's in Kenyatta Hospital. Yes, and just share a word, find something kidogo you can send. We are targeting 1.2 million, but I believe by the grace of the Lord it will get there.